Don't let your foreign accent hold you back anymore. Learn to speak English with an American accent. Hi, my name is Sherry Summers, and I'm the creator of Accent on Speaking, the American Accent Workshop, and the American Accent course. Imagine what you could do if you spoke clear, confident English. You could get a better job or receive that promotion you deserve. You could talk to your customers, your clients, and coworkers with ease. Maybe you could increase your income. That would be great. And you can improve your social relationships. I'd like to introduce you to the American Accent audio course. This 16-hour audio course teaches you something that very few pronunciation courses do. It shows you how to use the music of the language. In other words, you'll learn about the intonation, the rhythm and timing, and the mood of American English. The American Accent course is not like a typical pronunciation course where you learn things like how to make the th or While I think learning pronunciation is a very important part of learning an American accent, it is only one part. The American Accent course goes way beyond typical pronunciation courses. We teach you how to speak like Americans and Canadians really speak. Let me give you a couple of examples. One of my former students would go to Starbucks and order the same thing each time, an Americano, and each time the worker would ask her to repeat herself. She was really frustrated, and she asked me what she was doing wrong. Well, the word American, as you know, is stressed on the meh, American. So she was saying Americano. Sounds normal, doesn't it? Well, believe it or not, the worker didn't understand her at all. When I told her to switch the stress to the ka, like Americano, she was never misunderstood again. You see, native English speakers can understand your bad pronunciation better than they can understand your bad intonation. Proper stress is very important in English, and there are certain patterns that people get used to listening for. And sometimes, when they don't hear what they're expecting to hear, they genuinely don't understand. In fact, the average English speaker can feel where the stress should be in words, but doesn't even realize that he's doing it. But since you probably didn't grow up with this feeling, I'm going to teach you all about these stress patterns so you can start easily using them too. Here's another example of where your English may be different from a native English speaker's. Even if you've spoken English for years, you may still be using the rhythm of your native language. And by the way, this is very normal, and it's what gives you an accent in another language. So if you're used to pronouncing all of the syllables of English, you might end up with Thomas shouldn't have eaten all of the pie at the party. Okay, that's not too bad, right? But this is how a native English speaker would say it. Thomas shouldn't have eaten all the pie at the party. Again, Thomas shouldn't have eaten all the pie at the party. Does that surprise you at all? Well, maybe, but I guarantee that this is how native American English speakers really sound. And once you start this course, you're going to start noticing it everywhere. In the American Accent course, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this and a whole lot more. So this is what you get in the American Accent course. There are 12 units with a total of 24 lessons. In Unit 1, we're going to start talking about an introduction to the American accent. We're going to talk about what accent is, and then I'm going to give you the big picture of the American accent, something that I like to know. I like to know what's coming up. And then in Unit 2, we'll be breaking English into pieces. We'll talk about the little tiny schwa, probably the most important sound you'll need to know to get an American accent. And then we're going to talk about the really crazy American T and how it changes depending on what's in front of it and what's behind it. And then in Unit 3, we'll talk about those word intonation patterns, the ones I mentioned before, where we need to stress certain syllables to make the words be understood. In Unit 4, we'll talk more about word intonation, but we'll be talking about some different kinds of word intonation. In Unit 5, we'll be combining words together and talk about descriptive phrases and compound nouns. And in Unit 6, we'll work on linking words together so they'll start sounding smooth and not choppy. In Unit 7, we'll be talking about content and structure words. We'll talk about what words get the most stress and what words don't get stress at all. We'll move on to talking about rhythm and timing. And then sentence stress. We'll be talking about normal sentence stress and how we can change it around to adjust the feeling of it. We'll also be working on asking questions. Well, you might think you know how to ask questions in English, but actually you might be surprised about a few things. And then we'll move on to talking about really complex things and finish off by putting everything together. It's a lot of great material. So you might be thinking that you don't have the time. Well, don't worry, because these lessons come as MP3s. You can download them immediately, and you can listen to them on the way to work or school, at the gym, or whenever you have the time. And you don't need to sit in a class or in front of a computer, because the American Accent course is like having your own trainer available whenever and wherever you are ready to learn. Each of these 24 audio lessons is taught by a professional English teacher and accent reduction coach. And they also come with a 104-page American Accent workbook and an awareness journal to help you keep track of your progress. This course is perfect for business people, medical personnel, scientists, educators, university students, real estate agents, public servants, engineers, technicians, really anyone who's learned English as a teenager or adult. And it's also excellent for anyone who's just curious about the American accent. Now, I'm sure by now you can see how valuable the American Accent course can be to your life and what a difference it can make to your future. And you're probably wondering how much a life-changing course like this will cost. Well, to tell you the truth, we've sold hundreds of these programs as part of a $297 package. And we sold hundreds more, literally, by themselves for $97. And believe me, this information is worth much more than this. Improving your English can potentially earn you tens of thousands or even more dollars in your life. And there's no way to put a price on the human relation potential that comes with feeling confident about yourself and your speech. But you're not going to pay that $97 today. You're not even going to pay $77 today. And I know it would be crazy to charge as little as $50 for a course that can literally change your life. But you won't have to pay that today either. So what is the investment? Well, actually, I've thought a lot about it. I really have. And I don't want anyone to feel that they can't get started because of costs. So, this week, I've dropped the price of the American Accent course dramatically. Right now, you can get the American Accent course with 16 hours of foreign accent reduction training, the 104-page workbook, and the awareness journal for just $37. Yes, you heard correctly. I'm opening up the American Accent course for just $37. I don't know how long I can keep it at this price, but for right now, for just $37, you can see real results in your accent, and that, my friend, can change your life. So if you're serious about speaking English with an American accent, here's what you need to do right now to lock in your spot. Just click on that large Add to Cart button directly below this video, and you'll gain instant access to secrets of American English that very few people know about. Plus, you'll also get my 60-day guarantee. Just try the American Accent course out for 60 days, and within that time, if you feel that we haven't lived up to our promises, simply let us know and we'll refund your payment. So get your copy right now by clicking on the order button below. And I'll see you on the other side.